Today is a gorgeous day outside. I figured it'd be a good follow me around day today. And don't mind my hair. This is not the final look. I have like some twists in different spots just like waiting to dry. So it's not done yet. Don't judge it. My kids are with their father for April vacation this year. It's been kind of weird. I'm used to having my babies here. I miss them very much. I feel like I don't take care of myself as well as I would take care of my kids. Like for example, instead of making like a salad for dinner, I'm like grabbing a bowl of popcorn. Why? I don't know. Apparently I just care more about cooking for them than myself. All right, I'm just making breakfast. I'm preparing a snack for the office. This is my snack. It's just a sweet potato. It's just a simple, fast, and nutritious snack, and I will pretty much eat this every single day that I'm in the office. I just like to prepare it here at home first. I ran out of aluminum foil, so we're gonna use parchment paper today. I don't think that sweet potatoes need any seasoning. I think they're pretty delicious on their own. I'm just gonna put that in my lunchbox like this. And then when I get to the office, I just shove that in the oven for a couple hours. This will be like my midday snack. Just put it in my lunchbox. I promise you I eat the most boring food. I really do. I like literally don't care. As long as it tastes good and it's nutritious, I'll eat it every single day. Same thing every single day. Don't care. I don't know. There's just some personalities that have to constantly be eating something different. I'm not one of them. It's probably because I don't like to think too hard. I try to help myself make as few decisions in a day as possible because I just can't. But even before like my life became crazy hectic, I was like this. So I have some baby carrots here. I was gonna add a salad to my lunch, but the spinach is looking a little sus and I really don't feel like cutting up romaine lettuce right now. So I'm gonna skip it. I might go to Whole Foods and get a salad. My friend at the gym, she had a birthday last week, and so I made her some cookies and I wanted to bring it to the gym yesterday, but I had to do some work yesterday, so I wasn't able to go to the gym. So now they're just sitting up here and they're fresh baked, so I hope that they're not hard. This is my outfit today. It's a little funkier than I usually dress, but I need to film a video for a grant that I'm trying to get for the business, so I figured let me just do a little something extra. This is Olivia's belt. I have to wear this belt because look how much weight I've lost. My pants are so, like I like this better. I like it without the belt, but my pants are so loose. Insane. All healthy weight loss. Thanks, Olivia. Thanks for letting me borrow your belt. I love soy milk in my matcha, but it has to be vanilla and sweetened. Have you ever tried unsweetened soy milk? My hair looks crazy right now. I'm gonna take these twists out. They're still drying. Usually I eat this in my car. I'm usually driving and sipping my matcha and then eating my dry peanut butter toast sandwich. This is like the boring stuff that I eat. I'm so sorry it's not more interesting. I know that it's dry. Look how little peanut butter I put on this. And the reason is because peanut butter is okay for you in moderation, right? But every time I would put it on my toast, I'd be like slopping it on there. And then one morning I was just like, wait a minute. Peanut butter. The name of this is peanut butter. Would I put butter on my toast the way that I'm putting peanut butter on this bread? It's like butter is okay for you in moderation. Peanut butter is okay for you in moderation. Why are we not using them the same way? So I started putting like literally just the bare minimum amount of peanut butter on my toast just so I could have the taste of it. But of course that makes the toast get a little bit harder faster, but I don't mind. Eating hard bread is actually good for your jawline, okay? If you know anything about mewing. And no, that's not brain rot. I knew about mewing before the kids knew about mewing, okay? I mean, this is not super hard, but eating hard things is good for your jaw. I don't mind it being hard. Again, it's not that hard. I just thought that was really interesting. So now I don't really use a lot of peanut butter anymore, but if I'm eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich, I'm eating it as a dessert. So I'll put like a decent amount of peanut butter on it. But if it's like in the morning with toast for breakfast as like a nutritional breakfast, just the smallest amount of peanut butter on there. The same way I would apply butter. Peanut butter. All right, I'm hoping that that's dry. So I'm gonna take these out. It's time. I gotta get going to the office. Look, it looks so good. It was a good call to retwist. I'm happy. All right, while I take out the rest of my twist, I'm gonna talk about the sponsor of today's video, Mini Health. So if you ever felt dismissed by your doctor, I mean, I have. You go in and you tell them some symptoms and concerns that you're having, but they don't take them seriously, or they just brush it off and say, oh, it's not a big deal. But you deep in your heart, you know that something is wrong. You know your body body better than anybody else, but the doctor is just not listening to your concerns. That's where MIDI Health comes in. MIDI Health is the virtual care clinic founded specifically for women by women who understand and have experienced that frustration of not being heard. They're an amazing specialized resource for women like myself who are navigating hormone changes, perimenopause and menopause, weight management, and longevity. MIDI was founded specifically for women dealing with health issues that can create skin challenges, hair and scalp care challenges, moodiness, weight fluctuations, and their mission is to truly listen and hear women and offer a solution so that we can feel relief as soon as possible. MIDI Health can order the lab tests and blood work we need and prescribe medication to balance hormones, weight, and more. And they're accessible. They accept health insurance in all 50 states and they bill your insurance just like any other provider. So it's really easy to book a visit. Just set up your account, enter your insurance provider, tell MIDI about your symptoms, and then choose a time to meet with your clinician. So if you're ready to speak to a clinician that truly understands the challenges that you've been facing, click the link in my description box or go to trymidi.com/natural85 to book a virtual visit and join the more than 200,000 women who love and trust MIDI. And thank you as always to MIDI for sponsoring today's video. The twists are looking good, aren't they? I set them with just a little bit of water and the Melanin Haircare Twist Elongating Style Cream. And of course I knew the Twist Elongating Style Cream was gonna come through, but I didn't know it was gonna set like this. This looks good. I'm so happy. I guess I just assumed there was gonna be some like wet parts here and there, but no, it dried perfectly. This looks so good. I'm so proud. Uh-oh. Let me stop talking. Hold on. I shouldn't say anything until the last twists are out because those ones feel a little wet. Right in the front. No! Why you gonna go and do that, love, huh? Now why you gonna go and do that and do that and do that? Don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. My perimenopausal symptoms include all of the normal ones: hot flashes, brain fog, and I'm also got hair loss. My hair loss is mainly in like the front area. This part in front of my ear used to be so much more dense. Like this is literally all the hair that I have in front of my ear, and it's mostly on this side and this side. This is the side that I sleep on, and I wonder if there's like a correlation. It's a gorgeous day. Look at this. Woo! Beautiful. Good morning. It'll be like a parallel process for us on our end.
I think that have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
You too.
Bye. All right, just had a meeting with Sephora and now I am going to hop into a few emails. Hope this doesn't burn too much today. Hello, my name is Whitney White and I'm the co-founder of Melanin Haircare. I started in this industry as a content creator way back in 2009 and I was the original creator to make viral homemade DIY hair care products. With this fund, it will go a long way to helping us reach that goal. All this inventory here, it's just getting packed up. This is our D2C room. Jocelyn's packing up packages for .com. You can literally never stop funding because you never know what's gonna come up. There's a lot of grants going around. If you are a business owner, definitely try to take advantage of that, especially if you're a minority-owned business or a female-run business or you're a business that supports your community in any way. There's so many grants out there that you can take advantage of. I don't find them myself. A lot of my employees will find them and they'll send them my way, which is amazing. The one that I'm applying to today, it's the NAACP L'Oreal Inclusive Beauty Fund for $25,000. So you can get like $25,000 here, $10,000 there, $5,000. It adds up and it goes a long way, especially if you're a business like Melanin Haircare that just needs a lot of inventory. Just get that money coming through. I'm gonna edit that video and try and get that uploaded because I have until 6 o'clock today to do it. Also eating my sweet potato. It looks burnt. It looks burnt as hell. Paper. That's why I usually like to do aluminum foil. Aluminum foil doesn't burn like this. It doesn't look like much, but man, is it good. So good. It's almost 1. I haven't finished the grant stuff, but our website packages are picked up around like 2 or 3. So I'm gonna jump in and help pack some .com orders. So yeah, everyone here packs D2C orders, including me. When you guys are ordering from melaninhaircare.com, take your packing slips and then we fulfill them right here. We take a photo of every single package that we send out because it had issues with scams. And so now we make an effort to photograph everything that we're packing. We photograph what's in the package with the packing slip so that if somebody does come out to us and say we did make a mistake, we have the photograph to reference. Or if they say, hey, we didn't get X amount of whatever, and we look at our photo and we see that we sent it, then we can respectfully push back, just because, you know, it's hard out here for small businesses. I think that a lot of people put all businesses into one category. Like we're all huge conglomerates that have all this money to burn, when that's just not the case. In fact, the majority of businesses out there are small businesses, small family-owned businesses. And when you're trying to cheat a small family-owned business, the pain of that really goes far. Especially in this economy, we're all financially challenged. It's just really not cool. You know, we've gone through our own challenges. We really need to count every single penny that comes in and out of the business. We've just resorted to taking photos of everything, and it has saved us a lot of money. Having photographic proof of what you sent is very helpful, for sure. It's sad that you had to do that, but you know, it is what it is. Just know that if you're out there trying to cheat a business, that they're not necessarily a huge conglomerate. Just because they've made millions of dollars in revenue doesn't mean that the owner is taking that home. It doesn't mean that the business is sitting on that money. That money comes in and out. And when you try to cheat a business, especially a small business, the effects of that are like really huge and very hurtful. So please don't. Thank you. Leave-in conditioner. It's very true. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 boxes in a little over an hour, and I'm sweating. So that's how long it takes to actually pack packages. I only got 13 of them in over an hour. It's 4:41 and I'm just leaving my office right now. I usually leave at 1:40 because I have to pick up my kids from school. But since they're at their dad's for April vacation, I was able to stay and work, and I cannot believe that it's almost 5 o'clock. No, I do not want to get caught in rush hour traffic. I'm also not going to be able to make the gym today because it starts at 6, so that sucks. But I got a lot of work done, so that's good. Can I please have a small strawberry cheesecake? Thank you, I appreciate it. Have a good day. Remember this morning when I said that I wasn't going to make a salad? Big mistake. Willpower out the window. I should have made the salad. That's okay. Everything in moderation. I went to my favorite local ice cream shop, and I got strawberry cheesecake ice cream in a cup with a cone with M&Ms. And it is so good. This is a size small. They give huge portions. Look. So good. Moderation is key. And also preparation, because had I made that salad this morning, I would not be eating this right now, but that's okay. I was just so hungry. I'm sitting in 5 o'clock traffic, of course, and truly the only thing that can get me through it is munching on something. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just stop at that ice cream place and get something to munch on. Because I'm hungry, I'm gonna be like miserable driving home. What kind of parking is that? People are absurd, honestly. People are ridiculous. I should have ordered the kitty size. I'm so full right now. I'm sitting here on my laptop working, and it's 11:20 and I finally got hungry. That ice cream was huge and I finished it. I sure did. But I'm hungry now. So I went ahead and made my salad, the one that I shared with you in the other vlog. Same exact thing, just no feta cheese. I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys. It was a long day, got a lot done, and that's a typical day. The only difference is adding in picking up my kids and also going to the gym, bringing them to the gym, coming home and cooking for them, etc., etc. That was a pretty typical day. So hope you guys enjoyed the vlog, and I'll see you in the next one.